day to react to it. I think it went live at like 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't get to see it, so we're gonna watch it together and check out and see what they had to say, and just kind of go from there and see what's going on. So here we go. Before we do, Blue-Eyed Scorpio with a 10. No matter how much the cartoon avatar pronoun cult virtue signals, they don't enjoy these garbage games either. Just like they don't like looking at Bella Ramsey's face either. Yeah, they don't. They don't play the fucking games they virtue signal about. And the sad thing is that they get free codes to play the game, and they still don't play it. But they expect other people to spend money on it. Make it make sense. All right, here we go. Let's check out. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm assuming you guys can hear everything fine, right? I hope so. Raging D-Ed with a 5. Problem is if the topic turns to grums, Bratanga circle jerking with guys like Yorch and JDA. Yeah, at the end of the day, man, most of the conversation that's happening online right now is not even about the game, which is sad. It's not even about the game itself. People have completely forgotten how to do that. You can hear it? All right, let's go. Here we go.
The others, they were taken to the tower.
We're watching this on 4K right now, just an FYI. 4K, baby!
They're behind us. This ends here.
You hold our future in your hands.
That's fucking
Take
sick.
with you my blessings and the hope of the
so
Empire.
Sick. This shot right here is so sick. You gotta admit, so fucking sick.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Yeah, the music's very nostalgic, obviously.
Here we are 20 years later. When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Every time I see Todd Howard, I immediately think of 16 times the detail. 16 times the detail. Like that's what I view Todd fucking Howard as. 16 times the detail, Todd Howard.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio. I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these.
Hold on. Number one, we're at tier 2. Shout out to TJAP Steve. Thank you so much. He says tier 2 is unlocked. He keeps super chatting to get us to the exact number. I'm just going to throw the ears on because we got to keep going with the reaction. Demon Carol for a 2 says, does this mean we're getting new Gamer Poop series? Maybe. And then I wanted to call out this one. Hypno's adoring fan. Hypno's adoring fan, bro. Who makes these accounts? Seriously. Hypno's adoring fan. I'm your biggest fan. I adore you. Need to get a hotel room soon. What the fuck, bro? Anyway, we're continuing.
These people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, bro. Look at that. They got footage of this woman from when she was younger. Look at this. God, look at these computers. Man, dude. Holy
That
shit.
long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like...
The music's epic.
There's this like flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like
This is somebody who they were complaining about. I think I saw Pirate Nation take a screenshot of this woman and post it. Hey, you know what's crazy? It's amazing how there's so many women that when they're younger, they're normal, and then when they get older, I don't know if it's because they want to try to feel young or something, but they suddenly go crazy and they do like multicolored hair and all this fucking crazy nonsense. It's like, bro, what are we doing?
loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
Fucking epic.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
You know what's crazy too? This voice acting is so superior to Avowed, which is so sad when you think about it. It is so superior to Avowed. And Avowed was the game that came out recently, whereas this is like a remaster. But keep in mind, this is original footage. You know what I mean? Like, this is original footage, and the original voice acting in the first game is just so good. Which is why when you play games like Avowed and other games like it, you start to wonder, how could we regress so bad? You know, how is it that the skill of these developers have gotten so bad? And it's because, quite frankly, the people who are making the game don't actually care to learn how to make the game in any way like these people did. These people are really passionate. This was back when passion used to lead the project. Now it's not even passion that leads the project anymore. Now it's corporate greed and also different mandates that they have over at the studios. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it goes.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Whether you're
Bro, who the fuck would want to play Avowed or any other game right now? Like, if you're looking for an Elder Scrolls style game, why would you want to pick up Avowed over this game? Sincerely. I know it's Patrick Stewart speaking. I'm just saying, I love his voice acting. But my thing is, like, who would want to pick up any other game other than this if you're looking for an Elder Scrolls style game that's like somewhat modern? It's like nobody would pick up Avowed. Like, Avowed is dead. You might as well just consider, if Avowed wasn't dead before, it's definitely dead now.
living these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here...
What is with... Can anybody explain to me what is with the recent trend of people whose eyes look like they're in different zip codes. Like, again, I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I just don't. Is there like a certain thing that I'm missing here? First, you got Bella Ramsey, then you got Halle Bailey from The Little Mermaid, and then this fucking guy. It's like, what is happening here? Like, do your eyes communicate? Are they just on different zip codes at this point? Do they live in different cities?
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered.
You know what it is? I know what it is. I know what it is. I got it. I got it. Somebody in the chat said it. Yep. So since they're developers and they have multiple monitors, they got to look at both monitors at the same time. And usually they do the gold wing style. So that means they got to look left and right at the same time. I got it. I got it. You guys are fucking genius. See, what would I do without you? What would I do without you?
The Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
That looks amazing. Like, I was watching Will play it earlier today. Shout out to Will the fans. And when I was watching him play it, man, when it got to the gate, it looked really fucking good. It really did.
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Yeah, so somebody to chat, Quantum DeLorean says, I've heard Bethesda gave free codes to the Sky Oblivion team. So they did. They did. The video audio is super loud compared to you. All right, I'll just lower it. They did. They did give the entire team that is working on Sky Oblivion, they gave them free codes for Oblivion Remaster, which I understand the sentiment. And they're basically saying, we're not going to, stop you from working on your project, whatever. I get it. But they don't care about that, bro. You took away all their fucking hype right now. You took away everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a great move on their part for Bethesda. But Sky Oblivion, and a lot of people are bitching online about that too. They're like, oh, you took away from the entire, marketing and purpose of Sky Oblivion, because the way they marketed Sky Oblivion, they were marketing it in the way that Bethesda wouldn't give you what you wanted, so they were going to do it for you. And now Bethesda gave you what you wanted. So now what are you going to do? But anyway, shout out to Smash 18 in the chat. Not playing video games. Shocker.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion crisis?
All right, if my audio seems low, it should be higher now. I bumped up my audio. Is it better now? It's a little bit higher. It should be higher. I'm not trying to make it super fucking loud, but it should definitely be higher. Smash JT says, hush you. But come on, man. You're fine.
What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
Oh yeah, Kvel, I know that people are gonna play Sky Oblivion, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that they're not gonna play it. I'm just saying that the thunder, the overall marketing strategy that they had for Sky Oblivion is now gonna have to change a little bit. Because again, it went from we're going to give you what Bethesda's not giving you to, well, we're just going to give you a different version of it now. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, they're definitely going to play it, of course. Sky Oblivion looks awesome.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game.
10,000 hours. God damn. 10,000 hours.
It was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it.
Will Killed Snake says Hypnotic complained about this guy's eyes. I didn't complain. I was just joking about it. And he says, but I'll take a nerd remastering a game this well. Yeah, of course, me too. I want nerds back in gaming. I've always said that for the longest time. I feel like what's missing from the development teams are nerds, like real nerds. Like real, actual nerds. That's what we need. We don't need these fucking activists. We don't need these weirdos. Let's put real nerds into developers, into development again. That's what we need. Me personally.
Bit would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path.
Oh, it's so good.
But there will be blood and death
Fuck
before
yeah,
the
bro.
end.
Look at the axe.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Okay, so you see this? Do you see this? This is the literal screenshot that was leaked online just a few days ago. Watch. This right here, this is what was leaked online. So my thing is, whoever leaked it, did they have access to the trailer? Or was it them who leaked it themselves? I'm telling you, man, this was their marketing strategy. Their marketing strategy was to pretend like it was being leaked, was to spread out information thinly here and there, and then eventually shadow drop it after all the hype was built around it. Right? They wanted all the hype to be built around it, and then they were going to shadow drop it with this trailer. And it was successful, you know? It worked. It worked. They built the hype around it, and that was it. But this is the literal exact screenshot. Everything that's in this trailer is the exact like screen caps from this trailer that got leaked online a couple of days ago. So I'm telling you, they did it themselves. They did it themselves. That's my opinion. But they did it themselves.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity.
Bro, eat a burger. What the Hold on a second.
Have loved for almost 20 years.
This is what we need, by the way. We need fucking nerds at a table. Look at this. That's what we need. Oh, this is why, bro. Of course. Look, this guy's looking at a screen that's like 80 inches wide. So fucking close. He can't see either side of the screen, so his eyes are separating. His left eye is trying to see the left side of the screen, and his right eye is trying to see the right side of the screen. Now, that makes sense. I was curious. I'm like, bro, you got to back away. Back away from the screen. You don't have to be that close.
Yes.
That's not...
Bro, you need to eat a burger. Do they not give you free food? You look like you are working at a really nice establishment. I am sure they have catered food. What are you eating, bro? Come on, man. Eat. I'm just kidding. He's fine. He's fine as he is. You want to know why? Because as long as he makes a good game, it's all that matters.
Just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck.
Yeah, he probably has a hypermetabolism. Most likely. Most likely. Oh, I love these comments. These are great. Hold on, wait. Big talk from an avatar. LOL. Oh, so let me guess. So because I'm an avatar, that means that I would never say what I just said, not being an avatar. Is that like the cope that we have right now? Is that what we're going with right now? You would never say that.
Here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
I know it's just a joke, but that's why I'm asking you. I can't ask you just because it's a joke.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly...
Jacob says, I think he just pointed out you might have issues of your own. Of course, we all do. We all do. Everybody does. Doesn't mean we can't make fun of it. Why not? You got to learn to laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself more than anybody. You know what I mean? You need to be able to laugh at yourself. This is why comedy is slowly dying, because people can't laugh at themselves.
Impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned
Bro, this shit
and
looks
handcrafted
amazing.
from scratch.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects.
Bro, this shit looks amazing, man. Seriously. This shit looks amazing. Like the way, and you know what? I'll put it to you like this though. The easiest thing to make look amazing is in a remaster is the graphics, right? Because when you're remastering a game this old, I think the expectations are so low, considering the graphics of the original, that pretty much anything will look good as long as it has modern, you know, somewhat modern graphics. So I think it looks fantastic. But they definitely got the detail down for sure. And the lighting is pretty top tier, I think.
While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Also, keep in mind, the people who remastered this game, Virtuos, they have been remastering games like crazy. They have a lot of experience in remastering games with Unreal Engine 5. So if anybody's going to know how to make a game look good in Unreal Engine 5, I would imagine it's going to be them, right?
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures.
So I saw people screenshotting this and like putting it online and trying to say that the characters look ugly. I don't think they look ugly at all. I think they look exactly how they're supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? The Khajiit look like the Khajiit, although, like I said, their hairstyles, they leave a little bit to be desired. But I mean, the orcs look like the orcs. It's got like they all look exactly how they're supposed to look. I don't see any issue with this. I think it looks good. You know?
As a result, all races, including Argonians, orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective.
Holy shit, wait, go back to that one. Holy shit. This guy's neck is wild, bro. Looks like his face melted. Holy shit. That's crazy.
Making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Wait, go back, play that part. This guy looks, I mean, look how good this looks. Look how good this fucking looks, bro. Oh my God, dude. And keep in mind, like, I'm a big fan of Oblivion, but I'm not like Cassie level mega fan, but I'm a big fan of this shit. This looks fucking good. I mean, man, like, the detail on this is unbelievable. It really is. They did a good job.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thing.
You know what I noticed? So far, we are about 10 minutes in of this 19-minute video. And I haven't seen a single female NPC. Where are they? Where are they? I've only seen body types 2. Where are the body type 1s? Where are the body type 1s?
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay. It's UI and UX. It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
You see what I'm saying? So this is where you start going into remake territory and you leave the remaster territory. And while I'm obviously like I'm hyped, like of course, give me a new UI, something a little bit more modern, you know, change up the leveling system, whatever, if you think it's going to be better for the game. But you're going more into remake territory now when you start making major changes like that. And you're not really staying in the remaster territory. That's when you start leaving that territory. Because if this was a remaster, then you would be keeping the game mechanics and just refreshing the graphics and maybe, you know, a couple little things here and there, but nothing crazy. But I mean, you know, people are going to have their thoughts about that. But for me personally, I feel like this is definitely leaning towards a remake and not a remaster. So I question why they called it a remaster.
We were able to fully recreate.
Fita says, I know what you mean, Hypno, but it really feels the same. I'm not saying it doesn't feel the same. I'm just saying that when you start making major changes like that to overall like mechanics and leveling systems and things of that nature, that's when I say you start going into remake territory. Because if somebody played the original Oblivion and they go into the remaster thinking this is just going to be an upgraded, you know, graphically upgraded game for, you know, modern graphics, but realistically it's the same game, same play, same whatever, it starts to change, you know? That's all I'm saying. But that's just, again, that's my personal belief.
Create the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body.
That lighting is fucking amazing. Look at this lighting. You can see it bounce off the walls and everything from the torch. So good. And again, it's sad because like you get this in most games that know how to do graphics the right way. But little small details like that really are very important when you're just overall playing an RPG like this. It's really good.
And all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know,
blood splatter and sparks. Only a nerd talks about that and cares about that shit. I love it. Like I said, the small details, they matter. They definitely matter.
A little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt...
You know what's crazy? Look at the original. The original looks really good. The original looks really good. Look at the foliage in the original. Like, it still holds up to this day. If somebody wanted to go play the original, bro, they would have a great time. They would have a great time. But the again, the remaster still looks very good, obviously, as well. Still.
Felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched...
Greetings! How goes it? How are you?
Disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice.
All right, she's not bad. She's not bad. She's definitely not bad. She's definitely a pretty decent type 1. For sure.
Creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone! We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Then pay with your blood.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because there was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch.
Interesting.
And that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Interesting.
Every single updated or new feature was
adding a sprint button. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm not surprised that they did that, to be honest with you.
Implemented with a...
But again, see, Naked Snake says, man, they changed a lot. Exactly. So, like, this is why, for me personally, I get out of remaster and I go towards remake when I hear what they're doing to the game and I hear how much things they've changed. Like, the moment you say you added a sprint in a game that didn't have a sprint, bro, like, I really think that this is a remake. I don't think this is a remaster. Not that it fucking matters, bro, but I'm just saying, me personally, that's where I'm at mentally with this game. I view it as a remake.
The player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What is us?
Right, Future Boy says semantics, exactly. Like, it's, I'm not saying, again, none of this matters. This is just, we're just having a fucking nerd argument right now. That's literally what's happening right now. We're just having a nerd argument right now. None of it fucking matters. But for me personally, I just view this as a remake. It is well past remaster at this point, in my opinion.
Features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game.
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great. How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can
Wow,
put a fresh coat of
lockpicking.
paint
Oh my god. Something Avowed didn't have.
on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Tell that to
Whether
Avowed.
you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer.
I'm going to follow you and watch you.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. The adoring fan. Little did he know he would be the topic of the conversation all over Twitter right now. Look, Hypno's adoring fan says, hey, it's me. Fucking guy, bro. This is the MVP right now. This is the MVP. This man stole the conversation from body type A and B for like an hour on Twitter. And it was all about the adoring fan. It's like, bro, the adoring fan has always been weird. Always been weird.
And worship the ground you walk on.
You will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been
Holy
waiting?
shit. Bro, holy shit. This woman looks insane. Matilda Petit. Yeah, I know somebody else named Petit as well. They work at Kotaku. They actually look pretty similar to you. Just a little bit more on the type 2 side of things, but still. They look really really close to you.
Waiting?
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now,
Oh,
to
shit.
help introduce this
White girl talking about privilege. Be careful. Be careful. Don't get her started. Once she starts, you can't stop.
game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks.
You know what's crazy, man? All of the women so far have been like on the marketing teams. They've been in the HR departments and all that stuff. Not many of them were developers. But so far, I've been seeing all of these nerdy-ass looking guys working on the game, which gives me a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope. Now, granted, it's, you know, only a little bit, but still.
Oblivion
We need
games
more
look
nerds.
absolutely incredible, and I
We
think they're
need
just going
more
to find
nerds.
themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something. And that
Oh, I feel something, all right. I feel something, all right. The chat's like wood.
and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like it's
flaccid. Immediately flaccid. Immediately flaccid, man. Went from bricked to a fucking mashed potato. Immediately. God damn it.
It's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
You could tell this is the big moment they were waiting for right here.
The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
Wow, nobody saw that coming. If only we didn't have a bunch of fucking leaks. They were telling us this was going to be shadow dropped in the same day.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of Last Seed, the year of Akatosh 433.
Man, this game is
These
crazy.
are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours.
That voice acting, man. God damn it, bro. So good. So good.
Of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
So good.
This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
Looks clear.
A trap! The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
By the way, this picture right here, this picture, like this right here, is another picture that was literally leaked the other day. This was leaked with the other picture that I told you was leaked earlier in the trailer. So whoever leaked this had access to the trailer because that's where they got the screenshots from, which leads me to believe that it was them that leaked it themselves, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion, but I feel like this is what they did because the screenshots were way too good to be taken off of some random video. You would have to have access to the actual original. So I 100% believe it was them.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Fucking badass. Digital deluxe content, new quest for unique Akatosh and Merun's Dagon armor, weapons and horse armor sets. So basically the original game and everything is included in the original, in the regular game. And then the extra content in the digital deluxe. So $10 more and you get all the all the extra stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's the trailer. This is what they led with today. They led with this today at 11 a.m. I'm sorry, Eastern Standard Time. And I got to tell you, man, like I said, it looks good for the most part. I've been watching people play it all day. Okay. I watched Cassie play it today. I watched Luby play it today. I've watched Will the Fans play it today. I've watched a lot of people play this game today because I'm not going to be playing it yet. I'm playing other games right now. I'm reviewing other games. So, and just from the looks of it, from what I've seen, it's pretty spot on. It's pretty spot on. Again, aside from the whole Type 8, I'm sorry, Type 1, Type 2, I forgot they're using numbers now. Aside from that, I don't really see any other issues with the game. It looks pretty good. And considering the price is not even a full price game on top of that, I think that's pretty good. So I'm excited to check it out. I have it thanks to Mr. Rouge. Shout out to Mr. Rouge for gifting it to the channel. Eventually, I will be able to check it out, but I do have a bunch of games I have to finish reviewing first. But it definitely looks awesome. So at the end of the day, I'll tell you guys this, man. I'll never tell you what to do with your money. I will never tell somebody to buy or not buy a video game. All I could do is give you the most transparency that I possibly can with my reviews and showcase to you the game and let you see for yourself what it's about. And you make up your own mind whether or not you want to buy something or not. That's the beauty of this, right? It's a capitalistic market. You get to decide whether or not you want to buy something, and I will never judge you whether or not you decide to actually buy it or not. I've decided that that's going to be what I want to do. I want to give you the transparency and let you decide from there. That's what I care about. So shout out to all you guys again for recommending this to me, and also shout out again to Mr. Rouge for gifting it to me. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate it. Dark Obsidian says too late already bought. Whatever you want, bro. It's up to you. Whatever you want. But see, here's the thing too. Again, this game has a built-in fan base already, right? This game has a built-in audience. It has a built-in legacy. Like, it's not even like Elder Scrolls Oblivion is not just your regular game that happens to be old, right? Elder Scrolls Oblivion is a fucking game that has a legacy to it. As gay as that sounds, that's literally what it is. Elder Scrolls Oblivion is known all around the fucking world for a reason. It's one of those games, and it earned its stripes, basically. You know what I mean? It earned its stripes. So people always viewed Oblivion as like that game that they would love to see remastered. And that's exactly what they got. That's exactly what they got. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I do understand why people are calling out the Type 1, Type 2 nonsense. And I would have hoped that Bethesda would listen, but chances are we all know they're not going to. I think at this point, it's pretty obvious that they're not going to. Who am I calling old? Bro, if I'm calling you old, I'm calling myself old, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And you know what this game really is for? This game is meant to be the fodder for people to play while they wait for Elder Scrolls 6. That's really what it is. That's really what it is, because they probably need more time to develop Elder Scrolls 6. So they were working on this game since 2021. And they're like, this should hold people over nicely until eventually Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. This will hold people over. So that's really what it is, in my opinion, you know. So, all right, let's catch up on Super Chats. This has been an awesome stream so far. Thank you, everybody, for the insane support. You guys are awesome. Also, keep in mind, too, the game is huge, apparently. It's like 120 gigs, supposedly. It's 120 gigs, so expect that when you download it. Let's see. I think Cassie was struggling to play it, too. Wasn't she at, like, 40 FPS or something like that? Because the minimum requirements on this game is not exactly very light, supposedly. She was hitting like 35, 40 FPS. So she might have to upgrade at this point.